You are already dead.
Well done, but you may not win the war. Run! I've killed Sala. Take the backfield into the woods. You'll find him. Burn my house down.
What's all that? Onto him.
He asked me to burn it down. It was his last request.
Should we burn down one of the few buildings left? Let's go in. I just want to know what's behind that door. Running a town does not sound like it's fun.
Lost child. It has its little pleasures.
Small bones. Scraps of clothing in the pit. He said he killed Sala. It was his pit.
Yeah. He was the judge, and he found his little pleasures.
After the Hellgate was sealed and the cult's plan was completely ruined, the deranged Sala ran into the judge in the town's ruins. He blamed the judge for the failure of his plan, stabbed him with a dagger on the spot, and then fled in a panic, trying to escape Lindenfeld town. With his dying breath, the judge does not first tell Trevor and Sypha about his injury. Instead, he smiles and tells the two that Sala has run toward the apple orchard outside the town, and that he gave Sala an escape route, telling him to run toward his private apple tree. Trevor and Sypha immediately rush to the apple orchard, and finally find Sala's body under the apple tree. He fell into a spike trap dug in advance by the judge, was impaled through the body by the iron spikes in the pit, and died instantly. When Trevor and Sypha return to the town, the judge is on the brink of death. Before he breathes his last, he makes his only dying wish to the two: find his house and burn the entire building to the ground. He gives no explanation, only repeatedly emphasizes that the whole house must be burned, and then dies. Trevor and Sypha honor his wish and head to the judge's house, and what they find inside the house reveals the most horrifying twist in the entire series. After entering the judge's house, the two find a sickening trophy room in a secret chamber. It is filled with dozens of small children's shoes, each marked with a date and a name, all belongings of the missing children in Lindenfeld over the past decades. At the same time, they also find a large number of children's bones in the spike trap under the apple tree, which correspond exactly to the shoes in the house. The full truth is revealed. The judge, who appeared upright and was deeply trusted by the protagonists, is actually a serial killer who tortures and murders children. The private apple tree that no one is allowed to approach, he mentioned, is the bait he uses to hunt his victims. He would lure misbehaving, running children in the town to the apple orchard, under the pretext of picking apples, making them fall into the spike trap he laid to die, a brutal death, and then collect the children's shoes as trophies in his house. His request for Trevor and Sypha to burn down the house was never to cover up any secret documents, but to destroy the evidence of his child murder, and let his image as an upright judge remain in the world forever. The judge's twist is one of the most impactful plot devices in the entire Castlevania series. For the first 9 episodes, he has been the only normal, rational, upright authority figure the protagonists encounter in a world full of corrupt churches and insane vampires, the only remaining hope Trevor and Sypha have for the ordinary human world. The final truth completely shatters this hope. Compared to vampires and demons, the evil of ordinary humans wearing a mask of decency is far more chilling. His atrocities have no grand reason, no bewitchment from the cult. He tortures and kills dozens of innocent children merely out of his twisted little pleasures, perfectly interpreting the core theme of the show. Hell is not in another world, but in the human heart. There are numerous details foreshadowing the judge's identity as a serial killer in the first 9 episodes. In episode 2, he scolds a little boy running in the street, then gently tells the boy he can pick apples under his apple tree, and specifically tells him don't tell anyone. This is his fixed modus operandi for hunting children. He wipes his hands multiple times on camera, showing obvious misophobia, which corresponds to his behavior after disposing of the victims' bodies. There is always a locked secret chamber in his house, which he never lets the protagonists enter. In the trap, under the apple tree, besides children's bones, there are also bones of missing homeless people and travelers in the town, indicating that his hunting targets were never limited to children. The shot of Sypha burning down the judge's house is one of the most meticulously produced shots by the animation team in the entire season. The light and shadow of the flames, and the details of the house collapsing, were all hand-drawn frame by frame, taking more than 2 months to complete. The twist plot of this episode was the core design set by writer Warren Ellis at the beginning of the creation of Season 3. He stated in an interview that the core purpose of this twist is to let the protagonists and the audience realize together that human evil is far more terrifying than the evil of demons. Audiences gave extremely high praise to the portrayal of the judge, calling him one of the most three-dimensional villains in animation history. He is not a stereotypical villain, with his own principles, rationality, and sense of justice, as well as deep-seated distortion and cruelty. This duality makes the character extremely charismatic, and makes the final twist even more chilling.